Hello everyone and welcome back into historic Fleming Stadium. Here's the Edenton Steamers on the road against the Wilson Tobs, and we have had some stream issues. Wi-Fi here at the stadium not holding out for us. We're trying to get another stream up to you right now. As Jackson Hipp, who threw out a runner in the bottom of the first inning, gets a base hit and gets himself aboard. And we apologize for the problems in the stream. We're going with the bare bones stream right now because we do not have the Wi-Fi capabilities. Jacob Mustaine, the first baseman, coming to bat with Jackson Hipp on first base. We'll get you recapped with everything going on as the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Mustaine. What you might have missed in that bottom of the first inning, when we lost connection, Buehler able to get two quick outs. An error put Logan Keller on base. He got to second base on a steal, and then Dusty Baker had a base hit. They sent Keller around third base. Jackson Hipp from right field, able to gun him down at the plate and keep the Steamers ahead 1-0. That's where they stand right now. That's Mustaine in the left-handed batter's box. Takes another pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 to Mustaine. Again, if you've grown accustomed to us with the scoreboard here, unfortunately we can't access that feature right now because of the Wi-Fi, as Mustaine swings through a breaking ball and is retired. Josh Pernetti, the catcher, coming to bat. Pernetti's second start behind the dish this season. First pitch to him. He's driven a long way. And this one is way out of here. Josh Pernetti with a two-run home run over the wall in right field. And the Steamers have a 3-0 lead now at historic Fleming Stadium. Pernetti doubled home run his first at on Tuesday night. Tonight takes the first pitch he sees and absolutely drills it into the trees in right field, well above the double-decker wall here in Wilson. And just like that, the Steamers have a 3-0 lead. Hunter Cole, the designated hitter, batting in the 9th spot, now up to bat in the left-handed box. And Sullivan, his first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. The Steamers striking first in a big way these first two innings. The second pitch to Cole outside, 1-1. For those just getting back into the stream, 6 o'clock first pitch as Cole fouls this one back. It is now 1-2. For those just getting into the stream, we've had some difficulties. The Wi-Fi giving us trouble here at historic Fleming Stadium. The first stream went down. We had to take away the scoreboard feature here. We're not allowed to do video broadcast because Flow.tv owns the rights to the video broadcast in CPL stadiums as Cole fouls one back, keeping himself alive. So strictly an audio broadcast. And the Steamers took a lead on an Aaron Copeland double in the first inning, and then a Pernetti two-run homer as Cole swings through a breaking ball and is set down for the second out. Steamers turn over the lineup. Chase Bruno singled, stole a base, and came around to score on the Copeland double in the first inning. He's now up to bat. Sullivan allowing his first runs of the summer, and his pitch to Bruno. Bruno swings through, 0-1. Rolling with the punches here in the early season. Weather not letting us play. The Wi-Fi right now messing up the stream as the 0-1 to Bruno is fouled at the plate. And off of him, 0-2. Sullivan gets his sign, winds, kicks, and the 0-2 to Bruno. In there for a called third strike. So 3 strikeouts in the inning. But the headline being Josh Pernetti's 2-run moonshot to right field. That puts the Steamers up 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning here at historic Fleming Stadium. Welcome back to historic Fleming Stadium. Steamers leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the second as the Tobs are coming to bat. And before we get started with this inning, we want to let you know that the new 2021 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Drew Devine leading this inning off for the Tobs. The Tobs threatened, had a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the first, and then a single by Dusty Baker to right field sent Logan Keller to the dish, but Jackson Hipp able to cut him down for the third out of the inning. Pitch from Buehler, grounded back to Buehler, same way he started last inning. From his knees he fires, Mustaine able to pick that one. And a 1-3 put out. Buehler from his knees able to bounce the throw to Jacob Mustaine, and he's able to pick it from the ground. One away. Zach Hoganson, the designated hitter, coming to bat for the Tobs. Hitting .217 in Coastal Plain League action through 6 games there. His first pitch misses, 1-0. Buehler winds, kicks, and fires. Low. 2-0. Shadows have officially taken over all of home plate. Pitcher still in the sun. Early start to this one, so the afternoon sun still as the 2-0 pitch is driven into center field and one hop to Aaron Copeland out there. So a base knock for Hoganson. And a 1-out base runner now for the Tobs, who trail this one 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Andrew Fleming, the first baseman, coming to bat. Fleming played in 3 Coastal Plain League games, hitting .333, driven in 4 runs thus far. Buehler Giving a look to first, look home, and he kicks, fires. In there for a strike, 0-1. Buehler's 0-1. Misses just low, 1-1. Defensive configuration, certainly an interesting one for the Steamers. As Buehler comes set for his 1-1 offering. Kicks, fires. This one fouled back over the grandstand, 1-2. Casey Hare at third base. Stalen at short. Bruno at second. Stalen and Bruno, that's expected. Hare, more of a middle infielder, getting a chance at the corner position. And then the outfield, Joe Haney, usually a corner infielder. Aaron Copeland in center, usually a corner infielder. And Hip, the only true outfielder in the outfield, as Buehler firing over to first. Runner gets back. Haney's got starts in all three of the Steamers games thus far. Buehler's pitch in there for strike, and he is punched out. 2 away as Fleming goes down looking. That brings Garrett Browder, the catcher, right-handed bat, stand 5'11", 195 from Davidson College. A teammate of Joe Haney's in the spring. A couple of Davidson guys on this Tobs team. A lot of crossover between these two teams. University of Mount Olive, Barton College, Davidson College. A lot of Carolina connection as Buehler's first pitch. A breaking ball, it swung on and missed. 0-1. Quiet crowd right now as people slowly filed in. Probably still looking at the dogs in the front. As second pitch is low, 1-1. Some also probably checking out the North Carolina Baseball Museum, which is located here in Wilson, right behind where I'm broadcasting on the third base line. A lot of history in there as the 1-1 pitch hits him. Now 2 aboard, first and second for the Tobs with 2 away as Browder goes to first. James Arkawa, the second baseman, coming to bat now with 2 on and 2 out. His team trailing 3-0. The infielder, stand 5'8", 165 from University of the Pacific. Hometown Walnut, California. Buehler giving a look to second, coming home with it. First pitch, ground ball towards third base, and Hare will field that in foul territory. 0-1. Arakawa, bat high above the helmet. Wiggling a little bit of an open stance. The 0-1 pitch to him. Misses. 1-1. Again, my perspective here a little bit off down the third base line. So watching it from what would be a fan seat. The 1-1 from Buehler. Misses. 2-1. If you can hear the voices behind me, Tobs bullpen not too far from where I'm sitting as Buehler kicks, fires a 2-1. This one fouled back over the grandstand. Evens the count up at 2. So a lot of 2s on the board. 2-1, 2 out, 2-2 the count in the second inning, bottom of the second inning. Buehler looks back at second. Now coming home, the 2-2 is flown into right field. Jackson Hipp ranges over a few steps, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The Tobs threaten, put 2 on with 2 out, but Buehler able to set them down, keeps the Steamers lead at 3-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Welcome back to Wilson as the 3-0 going into the top of the 3rd inning. Paul Sullivan still on the mound for the Tobs. Steamers tagged him for 3 runs, courtesy of a double from Aaron Copeland and a 2-run shot from Josh Brunetti. And the first pitch of the inning goes off of the first baseman. Toss, though, from the second baseman, able to retire Casey Hare. As a hard hit ball ate up Fleming, went off his arm, and Arakawa able to recover and make the play at first. Anthony Stalin, who struck out looking in the first inning, is now coming to bat for the Steamers. And the first pitch, upstairs, 1-0. For those who've been following on all season, you know that the top of the 3rd means it's our trivia inning. If you get the trivia question right in the comments, we'll write it down. And the most trivia questions correct by the season wins the Steamers prize pack. The 1-0 to Stalin. In there for a strike, 1-1. Today's trivia question. Vidal Nuno signed a minor league deal. He's a former Major League player that played for the Steamers, one of the Major League Clams. Our question is, how many Major League Clams have there been? It's the 1-1 misses, 2-1 to Stalin. Again, how many former Steamers have made the major leagues? Put your guesses in the comments. We'll have the correct answer in the top of the 5th. The 2-1 pitch to Stalin, grounded towards the third base dugout and foul, and then actually goes past the dugout, skips on down the line and rolls towards me. A young kid, a little scared by that one bouncing towards the fence. As Tobs bullpen decides what to do with the ball. 2-2 pitch to Stalin. Swings and misses. He has set down his 2nd strikeout of the game. Aaron Copeland had an RBI double in the first, opening the scoring. Center fielder in this game comes to bat. Copeland, a returning Steamer, played for Marshall McDonald for the Lexington County Blowfish 2019, then 2020 played with him in Edenton. Takes the first one for a strike. Copeland hit .297 last summer, had 7 homers, drove in 21 runs. And the 0-1 from Sullivan to Copeland. Swings and misses. 0-2. Sullivan's certainly not getting cheated in the strikeout department. Struck out 6 steamers through 2 2/3 and has Copeland on the ropes here. And the 0-2. Up and away, 1 2. As we still await the arrival of Josiah Seitler, one of the returning steamers this summer. Copeland right now had as many homers as all of his teammates combined this spring. He hit 12, the rest of his teammates hit 12 combined. And this pitch to Copeland, he swings and misses, and he is struck out. 7th strikeout for Sullivan, who goes through 3 innings, and if the Tobs stay with their pregame plan, that should be all we see from him. Steamers lead this game 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hello everyone, Ray Dunn here bringing you Edenton Steamers baseball as they're on the road right now against the Wilson Tobs, leading 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. But before we get to the bottom of the 3rd, we'd like to let you know that the Albemarle Area United Way is a non-profit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Friday, July 2nd, that's Friday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing specially themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Logan Eichhoff, the leadoff batter, will lead off the 3rd inning. Left fielder grounded back to Chris Bueller on the first pitch of the game and was set down. Eichhoff from Eastern Illinois University, from Bueller, is upstairs, 1-0. Bueller working in his 3rd inning. 1-0. This one's skied. Bruno stepping back into shallow right field, and he will make the catch. 1 away. Bueller has set down the first batter of the inning in each of his 3 innings far. Braden Blackford, the right fielder, popped out to shortstop his first time up, and he's got a second crack at it now, batting from the left-handed side of the box. Junior from Purdue Fort Wayne. Bueller ready to go on the mound. Winds, kicks, fires. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Bueller moving quickly, getting himself in the rhythm he likes. His 0-1 misses, 1-1. When he gets humming, he doesn't like to mess around, wants to get right back to the next pitch. And the 1-1. Another breaking ball. Misses, 2-1. And his first start in nearly 2 years. Tommy John surgery literally the week before everything shut down. His 2-1 pitch is high, gets past Pernetti, bounces off the backstop. Tore his UCL in February of 2020. Had to deal with the odd recovery and training of those first 2 months of the pandemic. Very little contact with people as this one grounded to Mustaine. Mustaine hustling his way over to first base and sets down Blackford. 3 unassisted. Great job by Mustaine fielding that one, hustling over. Loves to remind everyone that even though he is one of the bigger guys on the team, he can move, he can run. And right there, he beats the runner. Logan Keller, the third baseman who reached on an error in the first inning, now coming to bat. First pitch, low, 1-0. Buehler quickly to the second pitch, ground ball, foul. Now goes off the third base coach's hand. And the 1-1. Breaking ball. He's just missing low with these breaking balls. 2-1. Buehler back to work. The 2-1. Misses. 3-1. So back-to-back batters where he goes down 3-1. Zero responds to the right-handed bat. Keller stands 6'1", 193. There's a 3-1 offering from Buehler. Upstairs, and Keller's on base with a walk. They've hit a lot of different ways to get on base against Buehler. Reached on an error. There's been a pair of hits. Batter's been hit, and now a batter's been walked. And Buehler's 2 2/3. Dusty Baker singled in his first at-bat in the first inning. Keller tried to score on it, was thrown out at the plate by Jackson Hipp. Buehler throws over to first. Watching Keller, who took second in the first inning. And Buehler's first pitch, high. 1-0. So Tobs trying to get a 2-out rally, trailing 3-0 at home in the bottom of the third inning. Buehler's 1-0. Ground ball. This one through for a base hit, and they are not going to test Hipp this time. Holding Keller at second base. It'll be first and second with 2 away for Drew Devine. Devine grounded back to Buehler to start the second inning. Pernetti going to go out to the mound and talk with his pitcher. Devine, a 6', 200-pound shortstop from Western Michigan University, originally from Marshall, Michigan. He's gotten to bat in one Coastal Plain League game, went 2 for 4. Batting 5th this evening for the Tobs. Buehler getting ready on the mound. Comes set. And his first pitch is low. 1-0. Falling behind the last couple of hitters. The 1-0 pitch. Once again, low, 2-0. Extended action for Buehler, who did go 1 1/3 in the Steamers' opening night game against the Tarboro River Bandits. Allowed a hit, struck a batter out. And now his 2-0 is flown down the left field line and foul. Haney gives it chase. Disrupts a little bit of the bullpen flow going down in the Tobs bullpen. Now 2-1. Buehler steps off the mound, takes a breather. Shortstop Devine swings the bat a few times, now brings it to a rest just over his shoulder, and the 2-1 pitch. High, 3-1. A little bit of an anxious quiet right now falling over the stadium. Tobs fans looking for some runs. 3-1. Misses. Devine paused for a second, sign that that pitch was probably close. Nonetheless, the bases are loaded. Zach Hogeson coming to bat. Hogeson singled in the second. Advanced as far as second base. Now Brett Folk coming to the mound for a visit. Great job from the Tobs PA system playing should I stay or should I go for the mound visit. Believe the verdict will be stay. As the Steamers bullpen's a far, far away from me here on the left field line, but it looks like Blake Gibson is getting loose, starting to stretch out. Folk walking back down towards the dugout. Settling down his pitcher. Hogeson in 2-17 and 6 Coastal Plain League games. Has driven in 6 runs in those 6 Coastal Plain League games. Buehler set, first pitch. Misses. 1-0. Stephen Worley up in the Tobs bullpen as Buehler comes set for his 1-0 pitch. This one grounded through the hole on the right side. Hip coming up with it. 1 run's in. A second run coming in. The throw goes to third. And Devine gets to third base. So a 2-out, 2-run single for the Tobs from Zach Hogeson. And the Steamers' lead has been cut to 1. 3-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Andrew Fleming, the first baseman, coming to bat, right-hander. Struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Fleming standing 6'6", 240 from Wright State. First pitch is driven to left field, but right at Joe Haney. And that will set down the side. So the Tobs tack on 2 in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Close the gap. Steamers still lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Steamers on the road, leading the Wilson Tobs 3-2 in the top of the fourth inning. And a road trip means that Venture Tours is taking care of the Steamers. The Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the team for the 2021 season. Venture Tours Incorporated is a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in the motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped to create Venture Tours Incorporated, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you are interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. About a 2-hour trip in total, including a stop at Sheets on the way into Wilson. As Paul Sullivan returns to the mound in this fourth inning for the Tobs, Joe Haney leading this one off. Check swing at the first one. Appeal down says he does not go. 1-0. Haney struck out looking in the first inning, and the second pitch to him is in there for a strike. Again, for those who have joined us late, audio-only broadcast tonight due to CPL media rights, as this 1-1 pitch is grounded towards first base. Fleming with the toss. Sullivan beats Haney to it, and there is one away. 3-1 on the putout. Jackson Hipp, who singled and came around to score in the second inning, comes to bat. The weather giving Hipp some time to rest. Tweaked the hamstring a little bit in the Steamers' opening night game against Tarboro River Bandits, making an incredible diving catch down the right field line. Later that inning, he doubled to tie the game at 8. Of course, Steamers go on to lose that one 10-8. He swings through the first pitch, 0-1. Second pitch, swings and misses, 0-2. And while Sullivan has allowed 3 runs, he has certainly been able to get outs by way of the strikeout. 7 strikeouts through 4 1/3 as he winds, kicks, and fires to Hipp, who is set down on 3 pitches. A swing and a foul tip into the glove. That will strike him out. 2 away. Jacob Mustaine, who was struck out swinging in the second inning, comes to bat now for the Steamers. Mustaine been patient at the dish, but yet to record a hit as he takes a strike. Oh, 1 fouled down the third base side over the grandstand, and quickly 0-2. So a chance for Sullivan to work a very quick top of the fourth, as Blake Gibson continues to get loose in the Steamers bullpen. The 0-2 to Mustaine. Misses 1-2. And the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Seen Mustaine do this quite a few times on Tuesday night. Worked back from an 0-2 count. He had 3 walks in Tuesday's game. And the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. So he's run the count full after falling down 0-2. And the 3-2 pitch to Mustaine. Nubs that one off the bat in fair territory down the third base side. Catcher able to get to the ball, but the throw is high and goes off of the glove of Fleming. So Mustaine is aboard with 2 outs. Going to score that one a hit. So, infield hit for Jacob Mustaine. It's Josh Pernetti who hit a 2-run home run into the trees well beyond right field in his first at-bat. Comes to the dish with a runner on. Steamers lead this one 3-2, 2 away. It's top of the fourth. Sullivan now from the stretch, kicks, fires. And that one's in for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 to Pernetti. He swings through 0-2, took something off of that one. Pernetti's put on shows in batting practice. That's the only way you can describe it. Seeing him hit baseballs out of historic Hicks Field is a sight to see if you get to games early enough. I guess you couldn't get there early enough because batting practice, so I can just tell you about it. And the 0-2 to Pernetti. Grounds this one. Pitcher able to get to it and throws to first base. And the side is retired. So Mustaine gets on base with a hit, but the Steamers stranded there at first base. They still lead this one 3-2 over the Tobs as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Welcome back to Wilson. Before we get back to the action with the Steamers leading 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth, we'd like to let you know that every year the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation on Saturday, July 24th. That's Saturday, July 24th. The Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lives just 20 minutes from historic Hicks Field. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Chris Bueller start is done. Goes 3 innings, allows 2 earned. And now Blake Gibson will come to the mound. The right-hander from the University of Mount Olive. Stands 6 foot 185. Originally from Pikeville, North Carolina. Back of the site is one of his more impressive outings this spring, at least in the city. He had 4 shutout innings against Barton College this spring. Now in Wilson, getting his debut with the Steamers. Garrett Browder awaits him. Browder is hit by a pitch in the second inning. Gibson winds, kicks, fires the first pitch, grounded slowly to third base. Casey Hare coming on, running the throw to first, not able to be picked out by Mustaine. And now Browder going to head to second base. A tough play all around. Hare on the run up the line. tried to make the throw on the run, and it just bounced off the glove of Mustaine out towards right field. And Browder able to get to second base. Runner now in scoring position with nobody out. Steamers still leading this 3-2. Bottom of the fourth, Tobs at the dish. James Arakawa now up to bat. Flew out to right field to end the second inning. After a little pause in the action here, Vic Nystead finds himself on the field helping out. He's checking on Mustaine. Everything is well. Now from the stretch, Gibson's first pitch, Arakawa, in there for a strike. Gibson's spring, 12 games, 5 of them started, 33 in a third innings, went 1-1 with the save, and a 4.86 ERA. And his pitch, this one ground once again to third. Hare makes the play on it, fires across the diamond, and sets down the first batter of this inning. Ball took him right to the line over top of the base, and he was able to make the throw all the way across to Mustaine. Arakawa set down. Logan Eichhoff to bat. Right-handed hitting left fielder. 0 for 2 thus far. Ground to the pitcher in the first inning and popped out to second base in the third. It's runner in scoring position as Gibson comes set. Kicks, fires. That one's in for a strike. Breaking ball. Gibson ready. The 0-1. This is 1-1. Cameron Prayer getting loose in the Tobs bullpen. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Gibson not known for striking batters out this spring, but has Eichhoff here on the ropes. 1-2. Pitch inside, evens the count at 2. For those who may be keeping the official scorebook, they did score the play that opened this inning in error to put Browder on. Correct scoring, but just letting you all know. Gibson. His 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck Eichhoff out. 2 out now. Braden Blackford coming to the dish. Popped out to shortstop in the first inning and ground to first in the third inning. The right fielder batting from the left side of the plate. Still with the runner in scoring position. 2 outs. Gibson looks back at second. Looks to home. Kicks, fires. Ground ball. This one to second base. Bruno fields it cleanly. Fires over to first. And the Steamers are out of the inning. So Browder gets in scoring position with nobody out. Gibson able to strand him there. 3 straight outs. And it ends with a ground ball to Bruno. Steamers lead this one 3-2 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Wilson. I'm Ray Dunn as the Steamers lead this game 3-2 over the Tobs through 4 complete innings. New pitcher on the mound for the Tobs, Cameron Pryor. Getting instructions passed along to the Tobs bullpen. This will be Pryor's only inning. Apparently just got to town from the University of Houston. Stands 6'5", 205, the left-hander, a junior. And this would be the part where we would give you our trivia answer, but we're going to give you a couple more innings to think about it. The question was, how many former Steamers have made it to the big leagues? All guesses welcome. Again, the person with the most correct trivia answers at the end of the season wins the Steamers prize pack. If you need an incentive to answer and throw a guess out there. Hunter Cole, who struck out swinging in the second inning, leads off the fifth inning. Left-hander on left-hander matchup. First pitch, low, 1-0. Cole 1 for 6 coming into this game with an RBI. Had a bloop single RBI on Tuesday night against the Greenbrier Knights. Second pitch to him, also low, 2-0. So Pryor a little low from the zone to get started. Cole also stole a base. Has seen action in all 3 of the Steamers games thus far, starting in this one and last one, as the third pitch to him is flown into right center field, and that's a base knock. Cole takes a turn around first, comes back, and there is a man aboard for the Steamers here in the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Steamers now, Chase Bruno, the second baseman. Had a single in the first, stole a base, came around to score on the Aaron Copeland double, and then struck out looking in the second. Pryor's first pitch to Bruno. In there for a strike. Head coach Marshall McDonald perfectly positioned between me and the umpire right now. See coach's third base. The 0-1, low and in, 1-1 to Bruno. Shadows starting to encompass more of the field. The occasional cloud makes it dark in here. The lights have been turned on. Again, an early start to this one, 6 o'clock. Throw over to first, not in time. Rather cool night by comparison's sake once we'll get into July. Ceiling fans are on in the grandstands, and another throw over to first. Again, Cole does have a stolen base. Came against Greenbrier. The 1-1 to Bruno. Misses, 2-1. Bruno, Stalen, Hare, all 3 middle infielders in the lineup as the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Brian Hama, the only one not in the starting lineup today from that middle infielder section. You spend any time talking to the coaching staff of this team, they'll tell you that's the deepest part of the team in their eyes. Another throw to first. That one nearly gets away, but a good grab from Fleming. That one pulled him up the line towards home plate. Excuse me, down the line towards home plate. Two to Bruno. Low. Runs the count full. Pryor pulled up, ended up on the ground on the mound after that pitch. Now, coaching staff quickly rushing out, trainer as well. And we will have a mound meeting. It's a little too far extended. Right now, walking up and down the mound, lifting his right leg, trying to test out the flexibility again, lifting his right leg, grabbing at his hip and the right side of his body. Teammate grabs at his hat for him that fell off in the process of all that. He's walking a little gingerly, not with a limp, but so much where you can tell he's wincing in a bit of pain. And they're going to test him out here as the catcher makes his way back towards the plate. And his warm-up, he looks down right away at his leg as the pitch went low. Again, this is Cameron Pryor from the University of Houston. On the 2-2 pitch, the pitch was a ball, grabbed at his leg and then ended up on his knees in front of the mound. Again, grabbing at the right side of his body near his hip. Coaching staff, trainer, going to walk towards the dugout. Infielders going to retake their positions. Pryor going to stay in this game as he steps behind the mound. A couple of pitches to try and loosen him out, see what was wrong. And the left-hander will remain in the game. With a full count to Bruno. Looks over at first base, kicks and fires to Bruno. Foul back. Goes hard off the backstop, and so hard it actually bounces back into fair territory. Fleming having to go get up the first base line. No shortage of quirks in these WPA project stadiums from the 1930s. This one, 1938, was completed. And the pitch to Bruno. He swings through it, and he is struck out. Casey Hare now will come to bat. Hunter Cole still standing at first base now with one away. Again, we apologize for the lack of the scoreboard bug that you may have become accustomed to in the first two games and 2.5 innings that you watched earlier this season. Our Wi-Fi signal is weak, and it was scoreboard or the stream. We made a decision that the stream is probably what you wanted. As Pryor's first pitch to Hare. Shows bunt, ball outside and low. Catcher had to come to his feet and grab it, running into the other batter's box. 1-0 to Hare. Hare popped out to third base and grounded to second. His two at-bats, 0 for 2. This pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Pryor, the 1-1 pitch, in there for a strike. Bark in the Park promotional night here at Wilson. This dog staring me down from further up the third base line. Had a ton of dog-themed activities, races, bacon grabs, as they go with the promotion and the throw over to first base. Hunter Cole back easily. Grandstand's not filled entirely, but a lot of people using picnics tables and hanging out down near where the beer is being served. This pitch to Hare, checks his swing, and he's going to say he went. And that will strike out Hare. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Pryor. And Anthony Stalin, who has struck out twice in this game, comes to bat. Stalin trying to get his footing. Again, second go around with the Steamers. Played 2019 with the Steamers, hit 273, got on base at a 366 clip. 3 homers and drove in 25 runs. And that one is in there for a strike to get him started. Also represents the only active Steamer to play against the Tobs, as the team not a part of the Coastal Plain League last year, so didn't play the Tobs in what was the strange 2020 summer. The 0-1 to him. Low, 1-1. Stalin playing in 2019 was a part of the last Coastal Plain League team Steamers fielded. And 1-1 to Stalin. Is fouled back over the grandstand, and it's now 1-2. Stalin, an honorable mention All-American by the NCWBA. That news coming across in what was an eventful week for Stalin before he arrived in Edenton, being named to that, as well as a workout with the Red Sox, and now faces a 1-2 count as Pryor kicks, fires, that ball's in the dirt, blocked. Cole hustling back towards first base, and the count's even at 2. For those who may not have been here through the entire broadcast, in this one, 3-2, an RBI double from Aaron Copeland, and a 2-run homer from Josh Pernetti in the first and second inning respectively. Put Steamers up 3-0. Tobs tacked on 2 in the bottom of the third. Now in the top of the fifth, Stalin, 2-2 count, 2 outs, Hunter Cole on first. The pitch to him, swings and misses, and he is struck out. So after allowing a base hit to Hunter Cole, Pryor comes back and strikes out 3 in a row. Steamers striking out quite a bit in this one, but lead it 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Wilson. Bottom of the 5th inning about to get started. But before that, we'd like to let you know about our Kids Club. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, and an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Logan Keller, the third baseman, leading off. Blake Gibson still on the mound for the Steamers. And his first pitch is swung on and missed. Pitch low of the zone. Keller goes chasing. Keller walked and reached on an error. 2 times up at bat. Pitch misses. 1-1. Gibson winds, kicks, fires the 1-1, bounces past Pernetti, 2-1. This game, one of the oldest matchups in the Southeastern Summer Collegiate scene, dating back to the late 90s, the inception of the Coastal Plain League. 2-1 pitch, cut on and missed. Evens the count up at 2. Gibson takes a bit off it. Now, we don't have the complete CPL record book, so I couldn't get the full record, but since 2004, the Steamers 78-41 against the Tobs. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2. The full count offering from Gibson is grounded. Foul towards the Tobs dugout. Last time these two teams met up as Coastal Plain League opponents, July 31st, 2019, where the Tobs won 13-9 at historic Hicks Field. Gibson's 3-2. In there for a called third strike, and there is one away. Dusty Baker, the center fielder. That's from the left side of the plate. 2 for 2. 2 singles, came around to score in the third inning, now up to bat. And the pitch. This one, line to shortstop. Stalin able to make the grab. Coming down to a knee, it was a short line drive. And just like that, Baker is set down. Drew Devine, the shortstop, coming to bat. And the senior, mentioned earlier, from Western Michigan University. Gibson's first pitch to him. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. First batter that Gibson faced in the bottom of the fourth reached on error. Since then, they've been set down in order, 5 in a row. His second pitch is low, bounces. Pernetti picks it, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Gibson fires, and this one's lined towards right field. Hip on the run. That one's going to fall in the gap. At least a double. Hip gets to it. And Devine pulls up at second base with a stand-up double. Zach Hoganson, designated hitter, 2 for 2 with a 2 RBI single in the third inning. Now coming to the dish with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Gibson's first offering is driven to right field. Hip going back to the track, and he makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So the Tobs threaten, put a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, but strand him there. Gibson gets out of the 5th with the Steamers ahead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 6th inning on the official Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wilson, North Carolina. It's the Wilson Tobs hosting the Edenton Steamers here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. I'm Ray Dunn. Clams lead this one 3-2 as the Tobs will head to the bullpen. Dylan Potgeiser will be the second relief pitcher for the Tobs this evening. The right-hander stands 6'2", 185, a junior from the University of the Pacific. Another California native. He'll be welcomed to the game by Aaron Copeland. It's the right-hander. Winds, kicks, and the first pitch of the sixth inning is fouled into the crowd and hits an empty seat in the 101 section of the ballpark. Bottom portion of that grandstand, the green seats, and then gives way to traditional bleachers above it. The 0-1. Another foul ball, this one narrowly missing the lights. Also down the first base side, so both of them down the first base side. 0-2 quickly here. Copeland had an RBI double in the first, struck out swinging in the third. And the 0-2. This one lines off the glove of the second baseman. The shortstop grabs it and makes the play at first base. Short hop the second baseman, ball went up in the air, and the shortstop was able to grab it and throw it across the diamond. That's Drew Devine making the play, helping Arwakawa out over there at second base. So Copeland set down. Joe Haney 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, ground to first base in the fourth. Now up to bat, he's in left field tonight. Wind of the pitch, swung through that. And another one to him, misses. Two and one to Haney. Another pitch misses. 3-1 to the left fielder. A couple of his Davidson college teammates stopping by over here near me. A 3-1 pitch to him. Fouls this one back. Runs the count full, 3-2. Checking up on the stats. Want to know how their buddy and teammate is doing this season. Full count to him now. And he will walk. His pitch misses high. Teammates were shocked to find that the Steamers had only played 2 games thus far this summer, as compared to the 10 in which Tobs had played. It's Jackson Hip now coming to bat. Hip singled, struck out so far. Came around to score in the second inning after that single. Potgeiser's first pitch to him. He swings and misses. And he's been aggressive. The 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. And the 0-2. Breaking ball froze him. I apologize, it was a 1-1 count. My view is obstructed to the umpire right now. Marshall McDonald in my line sight as I am down the third baseline in left field near the Tobs bullpen. So it's now 1-2 to Hip in the pitch. He swings and misses, and he is struck out. Jacob Mustaine coming to bat, 1 for 2 with an infield single. Steamers struggling to make contact, striking out quite a bit in this game. Similar storyline to their opening night loss to Tarboro. They struck out 15 times in that game. Last season, the Steamers only averaged 9.3 strikeouts per game, in this pitch in there for a strike to get Mustaine started. 0-1. And the 0-1. Stays back on that one, drives it into left center field. And Haney coming around to third. McDonald going to hold him up there. Mustaine slide into second base. And the Steamers have 2 in scoring position with 2 away on a double from Jacob Mustaine. Mustaine now 2 for 3. Josh Pernetti, 2-run shot in the second inning, which that we're not sure has landed yet. That one hit the trees out in right field. 1 for 2. Potgeyser's first pitch to him. Misses. Outside, 1-0. Another chance for the Steamers with 2 outs. And the 1-0. Misses. 2-0. Potgeyser's 2-0. Low, 3-0 now to Pernetti. Take the zone once, now wiggling it a bit above his shoulder, and the 3-0 in there for a strike, 3-1. Shadows now covering most of the field. 3-1 to Pernetti is outside, and he is walked. Bases loaded now for Hunter Cole, who singled in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. Cole is driving the ball in batting practice, and again, yes, that's just batting practice, but caught the attention of a couple of early comers here, workers at the game. He's got the bases loaded and grounds this first pitch foul. Down the first base side. Oh and 1. Chance to tack on some insurance. There is activity down the right field corner, the Steamers bullpen. And the pitch now to Cole, bounces. Good block from the catcher. Keeps Haney at third. And 1-1 now. Whoever it is up in the pen, enjoying the action right now. Turned and facing the game. That's Potgeyser. Comes set. The 1-1 pitch to Cole is driven into right field. Right fielder shading back, and he will make the catch. And the side is retired. The Steamers load them up, but leave them loaded. Still leading 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Welcome back to historic Fleming Stadium. Steamers leading the Tobs 3-2 as the Tobs are coming to bat in the bottom of the sixth. Michael Allen now in relief for the Steamers. Gibson goes 2 innings, does not allow a run. I believe he will be in line for the victory if the Steamers are able to hold this lead they currently had. They had a chance to tack on a little bit more in the top of this sixth inning. However, the bases loaded, unable to capitalize. Allen, a 1.26 ERA, 1.05 whip over 14 1/3 innings this spring for Lenore Ryan. Was a late addition to the Steamers last summer, now getting the full experience. So far, pitched in 1 game, an inning and a third, allowed a hit, and struck out 2. Andrew Fleming, 0 for 2, struck out looking and flew out to the left, coming to bat now for the Tobs. And while we have the second here, the answer to our trivia question, 19 former Steamers have made the major leagues. That's 19 major league clams. Unfortunately, no one able to move themselves up in the standings of our trivia contest against Steamers prize pack at the end of the year. Michael Allen now ready to go for his first pitch. Kicks and delivers. That one bounces off the glove of Pernetti towards the backstop, shaded towards the Tobs dugout, and it's 1-0 to Fleming. Fans returning to their seats. Now the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, got away from him, bounced and went past Pernetti, 2-0. Promotion last half inning while the Steamers were batting. If you went and bought a beer, you got a hot dog for free, and quite a number of people stood up and took advantage of that in the last half inning, and now getting back to their seats to watch their Tobs bat. Allen behind 2-0 to Fleming, his 2-0 delivery. In there for a strike, 2-1. We have some numbers on the Pernetti home run from the second inning. Went 448 feet, came 106 miles per hour off the bat. That's per the Tobs media relations crew, as they've got some advanced technology here, keeping track of that. The 2-1, in there for a strike. So fell behind 2-0, evens it up at 2. Allen looks in, gets his sign, comes set. Kicks and fires the 2-2 pitch away. Just misses, 3-2. Number 32, Andrew Fleming, faced with a 3-2 pitch. Time called by him. Give both parties a chance to think a little bit more about what they're doing. The full count pitch from Allen is lined into right field. Hip able to make the catch. He quickly made his way backwards and got turned around a bit, but was able to make a catch on the line drive, and there is now 1 away. In the bottom of the sixth inning. Riley Cameron has entered the game at catcher and will bat for Garrett Browder. His first at bat. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, goes off the glove of Pernetti. Cameron, hitting .250 in 2 Coastal League games thus far. Again, 10 total games played, 7 Coastal Plain League games for the Tobs. They're 2-5 in the league, 5-5 overall. Allen's pitch, breaking ball, just misses, 1-1. Let's see. Tobs have taken care of business against their 2 other Premier Collegiate League opponents. Allen's 1-1. That one catches the strike zone, 1-2. They beat the Fungo 8-3, and they beat the Twins 7-2 last month. 3-0 in their outside of league schedule, and all 3 of those games came before the Coastal Plain League started. As you can imagine, the Coastal Plain League similarly affected by the weather, and the 1-2. And that one misses. 2-2, thought it hit him. Did not. Tobs staff talking about how they've been impacted by the weather, and then first off, this 2-2 pitch is low, breaking ball, bounce blocked, and then we had to hit them with, well, don't even get us started about the weather. Steamers, action-packed week, rescheduled games to start this week at Tarboro Monday night, and then Greenbrier coming to make up Saturday's game on Tuesday night. As this one is driven to left field down the line and foul on the 3-2 pitch from Allen. Riley Cameron putting up quite the fight in his first at-bat. Allen's 3-2. Just misses, and Cameron will be on board with a walk. James Akawa, 0 for 2 thus far. Ground to third and flew out to right, coming to bat. Allen's first pitch, low, 1-0. So runner on first with an out. Allen trying to protect this bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-0. In there for a strike. Evens count at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. Foul ball might have got a piece of Pernetti. Shakes his glove hand out. 1-2. Pernetti up as the umpire gets restocked with baseballs. That boy coming out to help. Allen taking his time behind the mound as the umpire gets set once again. 1-2 with a man away and a man on first. Allen set, fires over to first base quickly. Cameron scampers back. And the 1-2 offering. Ground ball to shortstop. Stalin tosses Bruno. 1 and 2. A double play that gets the Steamers out of the inning. Faces the minimum. A double play ends this one. Steamers leading 3-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Top of the 7th inning here in Wilson, North Carolina. Steamers leading 3-2. We'll get you back to the action in just a second. But fans, summer's starting and you know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. Bill Gardner's Biggs Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, graduation gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Thank you to Bill Gardner and Biggs Cadillac Buick GMC for their support of the Steamers and sponsoring our newest addition to historic Hicks Field. The first pitch to Chase Bruno in there for a strike as Dylan Potsgeiser back on the mound. 0-1 now to Bruno. Grounds this one to shortstop slowly. Shortstop charging, throws on the run, and Bruno is retired. Devine able to get Bruno. 6-3 on the putout. Casey Hare coming to bat, 0 for 3. They play Anthony Stalen's typical walk-up song at Historic Hicks here at Historic Fleming. As Stalen is in the on-deck circle. Potsgeiser winds, kicks, fires, and this one's grounded off of him. And the third baseman's going to try and make a play on it to throw across the diamond. He's out at first base. Ball went off Potsgeiser, and a tremendous play taking the ball off of his back. Logan Keller, the third baseman. Excuse me, that's actually Dylan Scaranda, who has come into the game and made that throw over. 5 on the putout by way of Potsgeiser's back. He stays in the game, ready to go now for Stalen, waiting for Stalen to step into the box. Quickly 2 Steamers away. Winds, kicks, and the pitch to Stalen. Misses 1-0. The 1-0. Foul tips that one back, 1-1. Hawking one out. Possibly giving time for baseballs to be returned, and also to give him a little time to breathe after taking that foul ball back. Both bullpens quiet. Stalen with an even 1-1 count. Wiggles the bat. Up from his shoulder, back to his shoulder, and this pitch misses 2-1. Potsgeiser, similar to Buehler at the beginning of the game, just quick to get right back on the mound, and the 2-1 offering in there for a strike, 2-2. With 2 away, Stalin down to his last strike. Trying to avoid striking out for the 4th time in this game. And the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Throw from the catcher back, a little low. Soft pot Geyser's glove, and he has to go retrieve it a little bit off the mound. A little encouragement from his brother in the first base coaching dugout. Stalin steps back in. And the 3-2 pitch to him is fouled back over the grandstand, over the press box, and towards where the buses are. Stalin stays alive. Once again, full count to him. Geyser winds, kicks, and this one fouled back. And once again, Stalin able to just keep himself going with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Pitch to Stalin. Misses. Ball 4. Steamers have a 2-out base runner. For Aaron Copeland. Copeland doubled home run in the 1st. Struck out swinging in the 3rd and grounded to short in the 6th. Now, from the stretch, Geyser kicks, fires, and puts one past Copeland to start this AB, 0-1. Ric Flair woo from the PA, and the fans respond with one of their own. As Geyser steps off in preparation for this second pitch of the at-bat. Getting a little busy down here on the left field line. Kids decided to start playing wall ball on the North Carolina Baseball Museum as this pitch. Runner goes, and Stalin is out at second base. Cameron set him down. Stalin disagrees. Steamers set down in this inning. Copeland will come back to bat in the top of the 8th, but now we head to the bottom of the 7th here in the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 7th coming up with the Steamers leading this game 3-2 over the Wilson Tobs. But before we get there, the Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting 2 youth baseball camps this summer. This year's camp dates are June 16th through the 18th. That's this week coming up, 16th through the 18th, and July 14th through the 16th. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to download a registration form today. Michael Allen back on the mound for a second inning as the Steamers holding to a 1-run lead. Rainy Rojas batting now, replacing Logan Eichhoff in left field. Allen's first pitch to him. In there for a strike, had him frozen. 0-1. Allen's 0-1. Bounces in there. Try to take a bit off it. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 from Allen. Inside 2-1 as Rojas jumping out of the way. And if you can hear the chatter behind me, it's the bullpen of the Tobs. Talking to Joe Haney. It's a reminder that some of these Tobs play with him at Davidson College. To go back and forth. Meanwhile on the mound, Allen's 2-1 pitch is grounded foul into the Steamers dugout. As it looks like that one landed somewhere near Rich or Nick Neisted, to making the trip with the team today. Rich, as you may know him, helps out with the team. Just graduating high school at DCU next year. Neisted, the director of marketing and promotions. The 2-2 pitch bounces in front of the plate, and it is 3-2. The 3-2 from Allen misses. Rojas on board to start this bottom of the 7th inning. Tying run on first base. Riley Gibson, number 15, batting where Braden Blackford was before. Left-handed bat, saying 6'4", 235 from the University of Texas at Tyler. Allen's first pitch to him is driven deep into center field, and that's over the head of Copeland. Copeland grabs it on a hop, and they're going to hold the runner at third base. A double for Gibson. And the Tobs are threatening with 2 in scoring position and nobody out. .405 to dead center here at historic Fleming Stadium. And that one did not quite make it to the wall, but was hit a far, far way by Gibson. As he will get situated on second base. Brett Folk coming to talk to his former teammate at Lenore Rhine right now. Allen in a tough position. Runners on second and third, nobody out, with the Steamers leading 3-2. Dylan Scaranda, left-handed batter, batting in the position where Logan Keller used to be. Came in and replaced Keller at third base and made the great play off Pottsmeyer's back. And the last thing to set down Casey Hare. Second and third, nobody out. Allen looking in, comes set. His first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Allowed just 2 runs in 14 the third in the spring for Lenore Rhine. And his 0-1 pitch inside 1-1. 1-1. Fouled. 1-2. As a couple of kids get a little overzealous with their wall ball game, missing their tennis balls, coming over down the left field line here. So taking care of that. Allen stepping behind the mound now, taking a second to gather himself as Scaranda looking in, waiting for him to be ready. Allen onto the mound, looking into Pernetti. Wide stance, bat just fouled. Down the third base side and over the grandstand towards the parking lot. Still 1-2. For those who may be joining us late, Steamers jumped up 3-0 in this double in the first from Aaron Copeland, and a 2-run shot from Josh Pernetti that we were told went 448 feet, put them up 3-0. 2 runs for the Tobs in the bottom of the third made it 3-2, and that's where we've been for a while. The 1-2 pitch hits him, and he wears that one, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Tommy Gibson from Shepherd University, native of New Jersey, stands 5'10", 175, bats right-handed. Coming to bat and replace Dusty Baker. So a bit of a line shift here at the top of the batting order. Allen has to bear down. Action in the Steamers bullpen right now. All the way in the other corner of the field from where the broadcast table is set up. Allen's first pitch. Bruno giving chase down the right field line. That one is foul. Bruno got a good jump on that, but it was a far ways from him. Far ways from Jackson Hipp in right field. Bruno lost his hat. Mustaine doing him a favor, walking over from first to give it to him. Allen will wait for his second baseman to get situated. And Allen ahead 0-1 in the count. His second pitch, low, 1-1. Gibson waves the bat forward a few times, now wiggling above his shoulder. Almost down the shoulder to a straight up and down position. Fouls this one off towards the Tobs dugout. 1-2. So once again ahead, 1-2 in the count. Allen was ahead of Scaranda, 1-2, and then hit him with a pitch. That's what loaded up the bases here, following a double from Riley Jepson. As the Tobs have him loaded, nobody out and trailing by a run. Bottom 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Foul backwards. A couple of fans forgot there was netting in front of them. 1-2 still. Cautious silence from the crowd. 1-2 from Allen. Just misses. And Steamers faithful that's made the trip doesn't like it. Steamers dugout doesn't seem to appreciate it either. My vantage point, I can't really tell you where that one missed. 2-2 now. Allen kicks and delivers. Ground ball. Diving stop made by Harry's coming home with it. They get the out at the plate. And they're going to say that Pernetti was off of the plate. And Marshall McDonald's coming out real quick to settle what happened here. Called everyone safe. McDonald telling the umpire at home plate to go check with the man at the field. They're saying Pernetti was off the base, so he was not an out. They're calling the run safe in a tie game, and we're going to have a discussion between umpires. And we're waiting to see a verdict here. Again, my view from left field has been obstructed by players and coaches going in between. And now, given the protesting from the coaching box at third base, I would assume they called it out. They're now gathering. Discussion remains. 1 out signal being given from the third base coach of the Tobs, so I believe they will call that one an out. Again, Casey Hare made a diving stop at third base, threw home to Pernetti. Initially, the umpire had ruled it safe, even though from here I had seen that Pernetti's foot was pretty much there. 1 out. Base is still loaded now as Drew Devine comes to bat, the shortstop. Got on base a pair of times. This pitch, ground ball towards the Tobs dugout, actually bounces up and skips into the stands. 0-1. So again, to recap what we just saw, bases loaded, nobody out, ground ball down the third baseline, throws it home, Pernetti tags the bag, gets the out. A little bit of discussion after it was called safe initially. Field ump comes in, clears that up, and there's 1 away as this pitch to Devine misses. 1-1. Good part of managing there for Marshall McDonald to come out and talk to the home plate umpire and tell him, hey, maybe there's a better view of that play. It's now the 1-1 from Allen. Is skied. This one into right center. Copeland coming in on it. He makes the catch. Runner tagging. He's firing home. The throw was in time but goes out of Pernetti's glove. And the runner is safe at the plate. A collision there between Pernetti and the runner. And the Tobs have tied the game, and now the runner down at the plate. And now the dugouts are emptying, and now tempers flaring. They're running in from the bullpen here in left field. Some pushing and shoving, extracurriculars happening. Marshall McDonald in the middle trying to get his players off. Umpire coming out. Both umpires are out of the scrum right now, and the two sides having words. Tempers flare here between the two old Coastal Plain League enemies. And they're going to get their two sides off of one another. Something had to have been said at the plate after the collision between Pernetti and Rojas. And there is some more yelling. A lot of discussion between the two sides. And some heated words exchanged from these two teams. A sacrifice fly brings home the run for the Tobs. A great throw from center from Copeland. It was in time to get the runner, but the ball bounced out of Pernetti's glove on a collision between he and Rojas. Afterwards, the two were down for a moment or so, got up, and some discussion ensued between the two sides. And now, after some discussion with the coaching staff's mound along the third base side of it, pushing and shoving, a lot of yelling in the discussion here between these two teams. Only matchup they'll have with the Tobs this season. Tensions boiling over. Umpires now starting to make rulings. I'm going to talk to McDonald over in front of his dugout. Tobs coaching staff doesn't want to be left out. McDonald returning to his dugout right now and heading towards the grandstand, giving an update. And coaching staff for the Tobs being briefed. First base coach head back to first base. Third base coach clapping towards his dugout, giving an update. As the operations staff here chatting with the umpires. And if you just happen to join us, bench is cleared on a sacrifice fly that brought home Brainy Rojas and tied this game at 3. Aaron Copeland playing center field through a dot to Josh Pernetti. Pernetti just not able to hang on a collision with Rojas. Both players were down for a moment, got up. Obviously, things were said from both sides, and rather quickly the bench is cleared. The bullpens came pushing, shoving, shouting, the whole 9 yards. As we get back to this game, it was not Rojas that came in to score, it was Gibson that came in to score. Gibson and Pernetti got into it. Quick correction there. And the first pitch outside from Allen as we get back to normal here. Jared Carr into bat, taking the spot of Zach Hogeson. Two outs, second and third. Allen on the mound. Carr at bat. The pitch fouled back over the grandstands on the third base side. For a team that hasn't played a lot of games together, I imagine something that'll bring them much closer together is an event like that. Only the third game together as a unit, they all came to the plate for each other. As that pitch low and in bounces, Pernetti able to block it. 2-1 now. Allen to Carr. Carr, left-hand hitting outfielder from Shepherd University. Stands 6'1", 180. The 2-1. Low. 3-1. These two teams, 120th time they've met since 2004. 3-1 pitch, bounces in. And Allen walks him. Bases are now loaded. 2 away still. First baseman, Andrew Fleming coming to bat. 0 for 3 thus far. Marshall McDonald coming out to the mound. He will relieve Michael Allen. And the new pitcher jogging in. It's all the way from the other corner for me. McDonald off off the field. Now, as we await the next pitcher, which we will announce as soon as I can get my eyes on who it is. Again, they've got me far down the left field line corner. I'll be sure to let you know. We're going to take a quick break here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. This game knotted up at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to historic Fleming Stadium here in Wilson, North Carolina. Steamers, Tobs tied at 3. Tensions have boiled over here in the bottom of the 7th. We've had a benches clearing. I wouldn't go as far to say brawl, but certainly was not pretty between the two sides. A little pushing and shoving and a lot of shouting. Tyrus Baumgartner in to relieve Michael Allen, who leaves the bases loaded with 2 outs and the game tied at 3. Baumgartner, a right-hander from West Virginia State. Did not get into games very much this past spring, but he can fire the ball in there. A strong, hard-throwing right-hander. He was PBR's 5th best prospect from West Virginia in the 2020 class. And he will be greeted by Andrew Fleming. 0 for 3, struck out looking, flew to left, and lined out to right. There's an energy about this ballpark now. Sun has disappeared. Bit of light over the ballpark, but most of the light coming from the lights. The first pitch to Fleming. Inside, goes past Pernetti, and that will allow a run to score. Scaranda comes in to score on the pitch that just gets by Pernetti. It was inside, 1-0 now, and the Tobs lead it 4-3. Steamers jumped out to a 3-0 lead as this pitch also inside and going to get away from Pernetti. And now another run has come home. And that is Tommy Gibson coming in to score, making it 5-3, and the dugout came out to celebrate that one. The umpire coming to third base and letting the Tobs know that they're going to incite some more extracurriculars if they do that. And third base coach quickly to go let his dugout know, hey, none of that. Celebrate when he gets closer. First 2 pitches go towards the backstop, make it 5-3 Tobs. Baumgartner now with a man on third and 2 away, down 2-0 to Fleming, who lines this one towards his own dugout and foul. Ends up bouncing off the fencing on the third base side, and it's now 2-1. Baumgartner, the 2-1 pitch. Low. Brennan gets that one. 3-1. The 3-1 from Baumgartner. Line drive into left field, a base hit, and a run will score. It's now 6-3 Tobs. Carr comes around to score. And That is 4 runs in the inning for the Tobs. Fleming's first hit of the night, 1 for 4 now. Riley Cameron coming to bat. 6-3 Tobs in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs and a runner on first. And the pitch bounces. 1-0. Steamers scored 3 in the first 2 innings. Led 3-0. Tobs tacked on 2. His pitch grounded foul towards the Tobs dugout on the third base side. Tobs tacked on 2 in the bottom of the third, made it 3-2. It was that way until this inning. The Tobs have put up a 4 spot. Lead this one 6-3. This pitch from Baumgartner in there for strike 1 and 2, and it's a drought eerily similar to what the Steamers saw in their opening night loss to Tarboro River Bands. They jumped out 6-0, and then the latter stages of that game, the middle stages of that game, were not able to get anything going. Foul ball. Might have caught the foot of Cameron. Either way, it skips foul towards the Steamers dugout. Cameron behind 1 and 2. 1-2 pitch. This one flied towards right field. Hip giving chase. Hip into foul territory, and he makes the catch. That does it for the inning, but the damage is done. The Tobs put up a 4 spot. Now lead this game 6-3 as we head to the top of the 8th inning here at historic Fleming Stadium on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Steamers trailing on the road 6-3 against the Wilson Tobs, coming to bat in the top of the 8th inning. First, we'd like to tell you about Venture Tours and their exciting offer to take you to AC. Venture Tours is excited to announce the return of their Atlantic City Casino day trips. You don't have to break your piggy bank to visit Atlantic City for the day. Tickets are $85, and you must be 21 years or older to participate. The trip includes a $30 free slot play at Resorts Casino. These Saturday trips offer exciting escorted trips where you can ride in comfort and luxury. If you are interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 494-1480. Let's give you that one more time. 757-494-1480, or visit venturebustours.com. Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the Steamers for the 2021 season. Well, if you're just joining us, you missed an eventful bottom of the 7th. The Tobs put a 4 spot on the board. The bench is cleared. And now the Steamers come to bat down 6-3. Aaron Copeland, who was at bat in the top of the 7th when Anthony Stalin was thrown out trying to steal second, will come to bat. Copeland opened the scoring in this game with an RBI double in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and grounded to shortstop in the sixth. Sebastian Martinez now on the mound, right-hander for Wilson. His first pitch is high, 1-0. Martinez, senior from Anderson University, originally from Puerto Rico, stands 5'5". And his 1-0 pitch is once again high, 2-0. And the Steamer faithful has traveled this ways down to Wilson. Letting out a bit of a cheer right behind the Steamer's dugout. Martinez appeared in 5 Coastal Plain League games. 3 Coastal Plain League games, 5 innings pitched. Copeland takes a pitch for a strike, 2-1. Struck out 5 in those 5 innings. Has yet to allow a run. Again, that's in Coastal Plain League play. Martinez looking in. His 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2. Martinez winds, kicks, and delivers the 2-2. That one's well high. Runs the count full. And the full count offering from Martinez. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Copeland set down. Joe Haney slated to bat. Haney struck out looking in the first, grounded to first in the fourth, and walked in the 6th inning. Got another opportunity here. The first pitch to him. Upstairs, 1-0. Martinez winds, kicks, and delivers. 2-0. Another one missing high. And I alluded to it in the last half of the inning. Steamers going quiet in the middle portion of games. Got out early, struggled since, and that ball is high, 3-0. Now to Haney with 1 away. And the 3-0 pitch. That one gets away, and that's ball 4. Haney will head down to first base with 1 away. Jackson Hip now coming to bat. And a throw over. Haney safe back at first base. One, 4-3 with a single. Single in the 2nd inning. Hip came in to score. Pitch. In there for strike. Hip not a fan of that one. Steamers fans letting the umpire have it. As Martinez from the stretch comes set. Kicks and fires. This one swing and a miss. Hip now down in the count. Runner on first with one away. The pitch lines this one into right field down the line, and that one is a fair ball. Haney coming around second. He will get to third base standing up. It's runners on the corners now for the Steamers with one away. And now they're calling Hip out at first. I looked out the notes for a second to mark that one up in the book. McDonald irate with the umpire. And now meeting with the umpires is coming straight forward. McDonald pointing every which way, letting the home plate umpire have it. He's right in his face, and he's going to get tossed from this ball game. Marshall McDonald has been tossed from this ball game after Hip called out at first base, and McDonald just let him have it. Following him around, he's not going to go silently into this night. As McDonald has been tossed from the game, the Steamers manager sticking up for Jackson Hip. And they're going to put the runner back on first base. So in all that confusion, Hip was called out by the home plate umpire for something I did not catch. Ends up, he's safe. Marshall McDonald tossed out of the ball game as the Steamers trail this one 6-3. Runners in the corners, one out here in the top of the 8th inning. Jacob Mustaine now coming to bat. James Stalin has slid over to coach third base. Brett Folk now coaching first base. And McDonald no longer a part of the night's proceedings. Martinez firing over to first base. Runner safe as pinch runner entered the game for Hip. Again, Hip dealing with a bit of a hamstring injury. They're not going to take too many chances with him. And from right here, I can't quite make out who that is over on first base. Mustaine, runners on the corners. Martinez first pitch to him. High. Ball one, 1-0. Shouts of approval from the Steamer side. Mustaine thus far 2 for 3, single and a double in the 4th and 6th innings respectively. Now ahead 1-0 in the count as Martinez kicks, fires. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1 as Cameron gets up. The catcher starts to move his arm back, looking down at first base. Haney on third. Runner on first for the Steamers as Mustaine steps out, something he frequently does. This pitcher comes set, he likes to try and break the rhythm. Even 1-1 count to Mustaine with one away, and the pitch swings and misses, 1-2. Mustaine down 1-2 in the count. Martinez gets his sign, comes set. Looks to the plate, kicks and delivers. Mustaine hits that one off the end of the bat, down the right field line. That one is foul. He's going to test that bat out, see if it's broken. Keeps himself in this at bat. What a night in Wilson. An early season non-league game that you wouldn't know just by looking at it. Martinez comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck Mustaine out. And now, a lot of shouting ensues. As temper still Still flaring. Mustang come up the first base line. Josh Pernetti, 2-run shot in the second inning. It went a long, long way. He represents the tying run with 2 away. And first pitch to him. Upstairs, 1-0. 1 for 2 with that home run and a walk. Heading the count 1-0 as Martinez takes his time, now gets set. Looking into his catcher, kicks and delivers. And that one misses, 2-0. Again, Steamers down 6-3. Led 3-0 after 2. And led 3-2 up until the bottom of the 7th. Pitch now to Pernetti. In there for a strike, 2-1. Marshall McDonald thrown out of this game in this inning. Bench is cleared. Bottom half of the 7th. This game's had just about everything. 2-1 pitch. Misses. 3-1 now to Pernetti. Now Pernetti looking for the good one. Fans getting into it down here, the left field line. Martinez's 3-1 offering is fouled back over the grandstand on the third base side of operations. Runs the count full. This is the exact situation you sign up for when you sign up for summer ball. An intense matchup now. You represent the tying run at the plate in a full count with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Collective held breath. Some applause from the Wilson side. The 3-2 pitch. Driven into right field, down towards the corner. That one's off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another. Rounding third, it's Hama, who is on first base. He slides in, and Josh Pernetti has a 2-run RBI double, and the Steamers are within 1. Haney and Hama score. Pernetti now with 4 RBIs in this game of the Steamers' 5 runs. Hunter Cole settling in to hit the designated hitter, the 9th batter in the Steamers' order. And it's time for a mound visit for the Tobs. Pernetti has hit 2 long fly balls to right field in this game. The first one went well out. Again, if you weren't tuned in, we got some advanced stats from the Tobs media relations team as Pernetti hit 448 feet and it went off the bat at 106 miles per hour. That, again, according to the Tobs media relation crew here. That extends lead to 3-0 in the top of the 2nd. And it's time for a change. Carlos Ray, a left-handed pitcher, 6'2", 180, from Nova Southeastern University, originally from Miami Springs, Florida, will come to the mound for the Tobs. Martinez leaves after striking out 2 but allowing 2 runs. 2 hits and a walk. So far, Ray only appeared in one Coastal Plain League game, going 2/3 of innings, striking out both batters that he faced. And Pernetti will be lifted from this game. 2 huge hits for the true freshman from California. His 2-run double has the Steamers within 1. He will go take a seat. Fish of the night, 2 for 3, a double, home run, 4 RBIs, and a walk. Left-hander Ray facing the left-handed bat of Cole. And Ray comes set. His first pitch, up and away. It gets away from the catcher, and now the Steamers will have a runner on third. That's Ryan Kay, who came in to run for Pernetti. And now a runner just 90 feet from tying this ball game for the Steamers. The 1-0 pitch to Cole. Misses. 2-0. Ball just skipped off the catcher's glove on the first pitch, which allowed Kay to get to third. 2 outs to 2-0 to Cole. This one ground to shortstop. Eats it up. The throw to first is in time to set down Cole, who dove head first into first. The Tobs get out of it with the lead. Still up 6-5 as Carlos Ray comes in and gets the out he needed. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Steamers trailing at historic Fleming Stadium 6-5 here on the official YouTube channel of the Edenton Steamers. Welcome back to Wilson, North Carolina, where the Steamers have climbed back to within 1 as the Tobs are coming to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Before I tell you about the fireworks that have happened on the field, I got to tell you about the fireworks that are going to be happening in historic Hicks this summer. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 more fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Friday, July 2nd. That's Friday, July 2nd. And Wednesday, July 28th. That is Wednesday, July 28th. Mark your calendars, and we will see you at the ballpark. As for what's happened here, Steamers strike first in the top of the first and then again in the top of the second. 3-0 lead. Tobs come back, tack on 2 in the bottom of the third, make it 3-2. Then an explosive inning in the bottom of the 7th for the Tobs, which resulted in a 4 spot for them and a 6-3 lead. In that inning, the benches cleared, and there was a lot of pushing, shoving, shouting, extracurricular activity between the 2 teams. How do the Steamers respond from that? Well, Marshall McDonald gets tossed from the game in the top of the 8th, but they do put up a 2 spot, now only trailed by 1 run. James Arakawa 0 for 3 so far. Now up to bat and skies the first pitch into right field. Catch is made. That's Brian Hama out there now. As Hama came in to pinch run for Jackson Hip. Again, dealing with a bit of a hamstring injury. So Jared Davis comes into the game. No stranger to Wilson. Goes to Barton College. One of their weekend starters this season. Wanted a chance to get an inning here tonight, and did. So now, Brainy Rojas takes a strike. Breaking ball in there. 0-1. And the pitch gets past Brown, who's now doing the catching duties. Alan Brown just got here this week from Presbyterian. He's doing the catching duties after Pernetti was lifted for a pinch runner. Ryan Kay, after Pernetti hit a 2-run double in the top of the 8th. This pitch popped up over the grandstands and towards the buses behind the first base side here at Historic Fleming. 1-2, Davis ahead. And the 1-2 pitch misses. 2-2 to number 2, Brainy Rojas. Goes to East Stroudsburg University, a junior there, originally from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The 2-2. This one skied foul again over the grandstand, just a shade to the first base side. Both teams with 9 hits in this game. Davis winds, kicks his 2-2 offering. Fouled back, grounded towards that Tobs dugout. Davis winds, kicks, fires. This one grounded right back to Davis. He'll trot over, underhand flip to Mustaine, and that is the second out of the inning. Riley Jepson up to bat. Entered the game late, and his only at bat, he hit a double. And then ended up coming around to score just last inning in the bottom of 7th. Davis's first pitch to him in there for a strike, 0-1. Davis winds, kicks, and fires in the 0-1. Breaking ball, misses, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Davis. Fouled down the left field line towards the picnic area. And will just narrowly miss the grandstand and the picnic area. And a swarm of kids had to go grab that baseball. Makes it 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. Davis, the 2-2. Just misses 3-2. Of course, Davis, one of a pair of Barton College pitchers on this squad. Zach Bagley also a member of this staff. Davis's 3-2. Just misses. Check swing, appeal down to first base, and the batter did not go. So a 2-out base runner for the Tobs. Dylan Skranda, a fellow Barton College player. The infielder playing third base right now comes up. Left-handed bat, teammate on teammate here. We'll call it the best of Barton matchup. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Davis kicks, fires the first pitch. Up and in. 1-0. Skranda, hit by a pitch, came around to score. His first plate appearance of the evening. 1-0 and another one high, 2-0. Now dark here at Historic Fleming. Again, start at 6 o'clock today. Throw over. Runner back. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Misses. 3-0, and that one looked pretty close. Does sound like bench over there for Steamers not liking it. The 3-0 in there for a strike. 3-1. Steamers trail 6-5, bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, runner on for the Tobs. And the 3-1 offering. Just shoots that one out behind second base. Anthony Stalin makes the grab, and the inning is over. So the Tobs get one on base, strand him at first. Jared Davis able to get through the inning, and the Steamers will come to bat trailing by 1 run in the top of the 9th inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the 9th. Steamers trail by a run here at historic Fleming Stadium in Wilson, North Carolina. This road non-league matchup against the Tobs. Chase Bruno, top of the order, coming to bat. As the Steamers try and at least extend this game, hopefully take a lead. Carlos Ray still on the mound, and his first pitch misses. 1-0. It's been a roller coaster here tonight for both sides. As Ray's 1-0 pitch is sent down the right field line and foul. 1-1. Bruno, single to lead off the game, stole a base. Been quiet since then, a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. 1 for 4. And the 1-1 pitch to him. Upstairs, 2-1. James Stalin coaching third, Brett Folk at first, Marshall McDonald thrown from this game. 2-1 pitch to Bruno, swings and misses, evens the count at 2. And that seemed to be the inevitable ending to McDonald's night after the bench is cleared in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-2 pitch, this one fouled back towards the beer garden. Quickly, a few people run for cover. Keeps count at 2-2. And Ray winds, kicks, fires. Upstairs, runs the count full. The Steamer section that is amassed here approves. The bench leaning forward. The 3-2 pitch from Ray. Swing and a miss. He's set down. One away. Casey Hare to bat. Hare 0 for 4. Couple of ground outs, a strikeout, and a pop out. Lefty on lefty matchup. Ray winds, kicks, fires. Outside, 1-0. 6-5 in favor of the Tobs. Steamers down to the last 2 outs. The 1-0. Up and in, gets past the catcher to the backstop, kicks around and goes towards the Steamers on deck circle. Hair ahead, 2-0. Action going in the Tobs bullpen. Nate Fiala getting loose. Ray, however, gets this pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. 2-1. Ray kicks, fires, Hair takes high. 3-1 to count. Hair steps out, examines his bat. Checks it forward a little bit, lets it dangle out in front of his leg, taps the plate, swings the bat around, and brings it up above his shoulder. Ray kicks, fires, and that's in there for a strike. Runs the count full. And the Hair had to skip to him like he knew that one was in the zone, but wanted that walk. Full count offering. Hair, bat over his shoulder. Ray winds, kicks, delivers, and swing and a miss. Hair is set down. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this top of the 9th inning. Steamers down to their last out on the road at Wilson. Anthony Stalin coming to the bat. Walked in the 7th. Has struck out 3 times before that. Ray delivers his first pitch and gets it by Stalin. 0-1. Stalin kicks the bat and then swings it back, gets it over his shoulder, bounces it back and forth as Ray comes forward with his pitch, offers at it on a check swing and quickly down 0-2. His brother James in the third base coaching box, a couple of claps offering some support. Stalin steps out now, checking through the swing, wraps the bat around, down to his last strike, the 0-2 pitch from Ray, swing and a miss, he struck out. And the Tobs will win this ball game. A 6-5 win for the Wilson Tobs. They come from behind and powered by a 4-run 7th inning. They take the lead and never give it up. The Steamers fall to 1-2 on the season in this non-league road game. Carlos Ray shuts it out, striking out the side in the top of the 9th inning. I'll be right back with a post-game report here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Hello everyone, it's Ray Dunn from historic Fleming Stadium in Wilson, North Carolina. The Tobs take down the Steamers 6-5 in a heated non-league contest between the previously Coastal Plain League foes. They start off to a strong start. An RBI double by Aaron Copeland in the top of the first brought home Chase Bruno, gave the Steamers a 1-0 lead. In the second inning, Josh Pernetti hit a 2-run home run that we've been told went 448 feet and left the bat at 106 miles per hour, and the Steamers were in business, up 3-0. The bottom of the third brought the first offense for the Tobs, taking advantage of a walk and a base hit. And Drew Devine getting on base as well. The Tobs were able to run them loaded, and a 2 RBI single from Zach Hoganson made it 3-2. The score would remain that way until the bottom of the 7th. Both offenses going quietly in the middle part of this game. But Tobs would not be held in check much longer. After loading up the bases, the Tobs were able to put a 4 spot after a couple of wild pitches and another walk as the Tobs took a 6-3 lead at that point. Steamers would tack on 2 more thanks to an RBI double from Josh Pernetti in the top of the 8th. But that was all for the Steamers as Carlos Ray strikes out the side in the top of the 9th and sends the Steamers back to Edenton with a loss. Again, falling to 1-2, now 1-1 on the road, which the Steamers will take the road once again tomorrow night against the Tarboro River Bandits before returning to historic Hicks Field on Tuesday night against the Greenbrier Knights. We thank you all for listening once again. I am Ray Dunn. Steamers fall 6-5 to the Tobs. Back in action tomorrow night against Tarboro River Bandits at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Thank you for